Thinking back on my formative years, I've realized that most of us are taught to look for our value outside of ourselves, in our productivity, in our usefulness, in how much we give, how well we perform, how easily we're liked. But now, being older and hopefully wiser, I see that real self-respect doesn't come from proving your worth. It comes from remembering it. I think we all want to discover our own unique value, and I mean that in a deeply human way, not in a résumé way. Because when you truly understand your value, the magic that only you can bring to the world, your self-respect naturally rises, and so does the quality of your life. If you're new here, I'm Lauren, and welcome to The Slower Way, a space for presence, inner work, and shaping a life that supports you, inspires you, and allows you to thrive. People talk a lot about confidence, but confidence can fluctuate. It rises and falls depending on circumstances, how well things are going, whether we're being praised, whether we feel seen or successful. Self-respect is different. Self-respect is steady. Here's a simple example most of us know well. Imagine you're invited to something you're already exhausted about, a meeting, a social obligation, an extra responsibility at work. You feel the dread inside where your body is already telling you no. Confidence might say, I can handle that. So you go anyway. But self-respect pauses and asks, what do I actually need right now? And sometimes self-respect chooses rest, or honesty, or a kind no. Self-respect is how you treat yourself when no one is watching. It's the boundary you hold even when it would be easier to explain yourself away. It's the pace you choose when everyone else seems to be rushing. It's the standard you refuse to abandon even when abandoning it would earn you approval. I've learned that when self-respect is low, we over-explain our choices. We prioritize our needs less. We say yes and hope it doesn't cost us too much. We stay a little longer than we should. We give a little more time than we have. We tolerate things that erode us slowly over time. And when self-respect is strong, we don't need to announce our value. We don't need to convince anyone. We simply live from it. One of the deepest wounds modern life creates is the feeling that we're replaceable. That if we slow down, say no, or step back, we'll be forgotten. But if we think about it, nature doesn't work that way. Here in the mountains, no two peaks are the same. No two trees grow at the same angle. No two seasons repeat themselves exactly. And we're no different. Your value is not generic, it's specific. It's in how you see the world, how you listen, how you sense nuance, how you move through difficulty, how you create, connect, and care. You were never meant to fit into a mold, and it takes courage to not try to fit ourselves into one. You were meant to bring something only you can bring. Most people don't lack value. They've just been disconnected from it. We lose touch with our value when we're rewarded for our performance instead of our presence. When we learn to ignore our intuition. When we equate worth with productivity. When we survive seasons that require us to abandon ourselves. I know this firsthand. There were years in my life when my value felt tied to how much I could carry, how much I could handle, how useful I could be to others. I was praised for being capable, but I was very much disconnected from myself. It took slowing down and, in my case, serious illness to realize that your value is not proven through sacrifice. It's honored through alignment. For so many of us, we were taught, directly or indirectly, that being valuable meant being useful, being available, being accommodating, putting ourselves last, and calling it strength. We learned to measure our worth by how much we could carry, how much we could endure, how much of ourselves we could give away without complaint. But sacrifice, when it's rooted in fear, doesn't build a meaningful life. It slowly drains one. Alignment is different. Alignment is when your choices reflect your truth, when your yes feels clean in your body, when your no doesn't require an apology, when your pace matches your capacity, when your life begins to sound like your inner voice instead of everyone else's expectations. Honoring your value looks like choosing work that doesn't hollow you out, relationships that don't require self-erasure, dreams that feel honest, even if they look unconventional from the outside. Alignment doesn't always look impressive. Sometimes it looks like a less prestigious job, saying less, resting more, choosing depth over speed. But alignment builds self-respect. And self-respect becomes the foundation from which everything else grows. Your value doesn't increase when you abandon yourself. It becomes visible when you stop. Let me just say that discovering your unique value is not about adding something new. It's about uncovering what's already there. Here are a few ways to reconnect with it. 1. Notice what feels natural to you. What do people come to you for without you trying? What drains others but feels effortless to you? Ease is often a cue. 2. Pay attention to what hurts. Pain points often reveal where our values live. What do you feel deeply protective of? What feels non-negotiable in your body? 3. Look at what you create. Not just art, but spaces, conversations, safety, clarity, beauty. Creation reveals value more honestly than achievement. 4. Ask this question. If I didn't have to prove anything, who would I allow myself to be? Sit with that. Journal it. Let it breathe. Self-respect is practiced, not declared. Self-respect doesn't come from affirmations alone. It's built through small, consistent choices. Self-respect looks like resting before burnout. It's okay to sit at home all Saturday with a good book. Saying no without apology. Again, it's okay to sit home all Saturday with a good book. Leaving spaces that require self-betrayal. If loud bars are not for you, don't go. Choosing quality over quantity. Abundance in our lives can look very different for every person. Moving at a pace that your nervous system can trust. Taking your time at the grocery store to enjoy the experience is not weird. Every time you honor yourself in a small way, you send a message inward. I matter. My experience counts. I don't need to disappear to belong. And over time, that message becomes a foundation. Each message is a stone beneath your feet that becomes the foundation you build a life on. If there's one thing I hope you take from this, it's that you don't need to earn your value. You don't need to compete for it. You don't need to explain it. Your value is revealed in how you live, in the care you bring, in the truth you honor, the boundaries you hold, and the presence you offer. When you live from self-respect, your life naturally reorganizes around what matters. So let your value set the tone. Let it guide your pace. Let it shape your choices. And remember that going at your own pace is not a weakness. It's an act of profound self-respect. Thank you for being here. If this video supported you, I'd love for you to subscribe and be part of this slow, intentional community, or give the video a like so more people can find their way here.